coming to you live.
Hello, everybody. Thank y'all once again for coming back for another episode of the Young Oldtimers Podcast.
We're alive.
We're live. We're ready to go. We're ready.
We made it.
We made it back.
We made it.
Congratulations to everybody that's been here so far. We thank y'all for coming and listening. Well, start us off. Our first semester just ended. Yeah, our first semester of this year just ended, and I just wanted to see our thoughts about it, how well we did, how bad we did, how we survived, how our school year went for our first time.
Yeah, let us know how your school year went, or school semester went. Drop it down below. Comment it.
Remember, do not pass go, do not collect $200.
Exactly.
Facts.
I guess for all of us, we say we survived this semester. I think that's the best way to put it.
That's probably the only way to put it.
That's what you want to call it.
I think that's the best way we can say. I know for me it was rough, especially with all the classes I had. It was rough and terrible. But we made it. We made it. We survived.
We survived.
So what about y'all? Y'all did all right?
Colton, you want to go first, or do you want me to go?
You go.
Okay. Well, let me kind of wrap up how the semester went. So we started. I'm in the respiratory therapy program at ETSU, right? Mm-hmm. We started with 20 students. Mm-hmm. Now we're down to 11.
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
In retrospect,
if you're in the 11, you're in the top.
I'm in the top 11.
You survived Squid Game.
he's not in the top 50% just yet.
He's in there though. He's in there. He's in that.
I'm probably 11th out of. I'm probably 11 out of 11, honestly.
It
was a little rough.
No matter what, you made the team.
Made
That's
it,
all that matters.
Survival.
You made the team. That's all that matters.
It was rough.
It can be rough. I mean, shoot, like being a doctor is just a tough job. I mean, you think about it. It's 7-8 years of this pure...
Disclaimer, I'm not going to be a doctor.
Are you sure about that?
Good.
Yeah, you'd be stuck in school.
No, I don't like school.
Yeah. School is for fools unless you're cool, and then it's not for fools
School's
anymore.
for fools.
If you're smart enough to be a doctor and you think it comes like very easily to you, then probably.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it really just depends on like what you're going for as a doctor. Yeah, if you're like 112 IQ, then yeah, be a doctor.
Yeah, go ahead.
Don't be a doctor if you're trying to make the money.
You can have my seat. So.
Yeah. Like I don't understand. Like
I've seen so many people quit a medical program just because they were trying for the money.
Exactly. Like who would want to go?
It ain't gonna work, man.
It's not gonna work.
I don't really think the money's worth it. I think a doctor should be paid more.
Yeah,
because I don't.
It really just depends on
most
what.
of it's taken away anyways by taxes. So.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they'd still make six figures.
But what you have to do is not
Worth it.
Right. I mean, it is a long and process that just makes it suck. Like if it was like if you can just learn like all that stuff in 4 years, I mean, everybody could be a doctor.
Yeah,
but no, it takes like 6, 8, 10 years.
They have to weed out the weak.
Yeah.
You can't have anybody being a doctor.
Yeah, even a nurse, it takes a long time. And that's what sucks. And some nurses are bad.
Very bad.
Well, like I always say, I mean, it really just, what do you want to be? Do you want to be a doctor? Because that is a process that you have to grind for. Like, you have to strive for greatness in that.
Colton, what about you, buddy?
A dumpster fire.
I feel you.
That's
in simple terms, a dumpster fire. I survived, but it was a dumpster fire the whole way through.
Oh, well, that's the worst thing about college. Like you don't have a chance to recover. You just dead in the dumps. That's it. You gotta pay $5,000.
You're down in the dumps. You're down in the deep. What you know?
What you know about going down in the deep? You know, that's all about.
That we might get copyright stricken for that.
Stricken?
Editor, you don't have to play the song.
Stricken. Editor. Oh, shoot.
Editor, if you will.
Editor, please.
Editor, if you like to.
Speaking of stricken,
Yeah.
have you guys seen the new HBO series that's going to be about the Lakers when Magic?
No, it comes out.
It comes out like what, next year?
Next year, March.
But
Yeah.
the trailer just dropped.
I'm so excited.
It
I
actually
really
looked pretty good.
I don't know. I mean, it
was
looks
John C.
alright.
Riley as Jerry Buss.
Jerry
No,
Buss.
John C. Riley was the team owner. He wasn't-
That's Jerry Buss.
Yeah, that's Jerry Buss.
Oh.
Yeah,
Buss.
Jeannie Buss is
Yes.
the new owner.
Not Buss, not West. Buss.
Buss. Jerry
Okay.
West is the
Jerry
he was
West
the GM
also
at the
in that
time.
movie.
Yeah, they put everybody in there.
I know.
Like Kareem,
Cream's
Magic,
in there, Magic.
I saw a
everybody.
little scene where Larry Bird and Magic were fighting.
Yeah,
This is actually kind of hype.
there's potential of great stuff, but I feel like it's gonna be like one of them, like they overblown like the history of it.
Yeah.
Even though like Magic Johnson's like entire life of crack and not
But,
crack. Well, he done a lot of.
He's not really a crack addict.
No, but I mean like he was a player, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, it showed
He's a
scenes
hustler.
at a strip club, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean that man was Ric Flair and
But
out the window.
editor, if you could look up the definition of stricken.
Stricken.
The urban, please.
Or you can play it by the band.
Yeah, I mean, well, no, we gonna get copyrighted for that.
Stricken, exactly.
We're gonna get stricken.
Oh, since we're here, we're going to now talk about our sponsors for today.
We have sponsors.
Well, they're defunct, but we can use them. We
We can bring them back
They
from the
need
dead.
us. We can bring them back.
Yeah.
They need us.
We are now sponsored by the Sega Dreamcast.
Oh my gosh.
We are now sponsored by the Lehman Brothers. We're
Pet milk.
we are now sponsored by Pet Milk.
That's a big word.
We are now sponsored by Count Cola and Dr. Nut
What?
with Hubba Bubba Soda.
Excuse me, sir.
Wait, Hubba Bubba made soda?
I think so.
Look that up. Hold on a second.
Yes, the
my
Gum brand
gosh.
made soda at one point.
What happened to that?
Well,
It went down in flames. That's what happened.
well, I mean, if you really think about it, Colgate made lasagna at one point.
That is true. Colgate.
So-
did make lasagna.
Editor, cut that out, please.
What? You get, what's
We
wrong?
don't want that to be remembered at all.
Colgate lasagna. You're gonna hear it twice.
You're going to definitely hear it twice.
I know the editor is playing favorites here, and he's just going to leave it in because he's that guy.
He does what he can. We don't pay him, so I mean, we could just let it. We could just let it fly. Whatever.
Well, to be fair, he only has to work like once every 2 months now. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's gonna have to work a little bit harder, but
Yeah,
you know,
that's true.
things gonna happen.
Well, when we hit summer, it's about to get real.
It's gonna get real. It's gonna
Real.
gonna get nuts.
It's going to be real.
Well, since we're on the trending, since we're on the trending phase in the sports world, Stephen Curry
Oh,
broke the
heard of him
three-point
before.
record.
Oh, did he actually?
He broke the record in
Yeah, they
Madison
gave him
Square
a jersey
Garden.
and everything with the whole number on it and everything.
Bing
It was-
bang. He,
Well,
he did it in
It
New
looked
York.
goofy. The jersey looked goofy, bro.
He did it in
42
New York.
times.
That's what makes it funny. He did it in New York. He did it in Madison Square Garden in front of the people that say
In
Bing
front of
bong.
the New York Knicks.
Bing bongers out there.
If you're a Knicks fan, just hang it up.
just hang it up.
I'd get out of there real
Just,
quick.
just let them,
Yeah.
go to their grave
Exactly.
peacefully.
Then
But here's
become a
the-
Bulls fan.
But here's the thing. Do you
Even the
know?
Bulls are going downhill right now.
Well, yeah, COVID. I mean, geez Louise, like half their team is
And
gone.
Lonzo Ball
Yeah.
is their starter.
Well, I will
Lonzo-
say they were on fire at the beginning of the year.
At the start of the season, they
Not
were on
now.
fire, and then now they got COVID.
Now
so.
Ja Morant and the crew's on fire over in Memphis.
Yeah. Well, I don't
Not
know.
really, but yeah.
They're there. They're
They're there.
Who is good right now?
Well, it's the Suns,
Exactly.
the Nets,
Exactly.
the Lakers. They're
No.
off and on, but I
Bro,
don't want
they're
to see
looking
them.
like a bunch of clowns right now.
Looking like a bunch of old retirement folks.
Exactly. It's the retirement
Only
team.
LeBron can play on that team. AD is literally turning into an autistic rat. And then you got Russell, who's he's jumping and throwing the ball.
Yeah, just
Editor,
shooting
if you
bricks,
can
brother.
find that clip of Russ passing the ball where it looks so goofy, please do it. Because that looks so terrible. He jumps in the air and does this.
I love that meme where it's like it shows them shooting and then like it has like the brick sound.
Don't mess this up.
So you just hear clunk, clunk, clunk. I made building houses.
Oh, you took my joke.
Bro, he literally looked like that one dude we know on YouTube that just shoots like that.
Oh, gosh, what's his name?
The one that misses all the time.
Mike, not Mikey Williams. It's the guy that does like 500 like dribble moves.
No, he's talking about that one guy.
I'm talking about the dude
that one big guy.
Picture that you have.
Creamy Biggums. Yeah, Creamy Biggums, baby.
He literally passed the ball that looked like Creamy Biggums.
I stay ready so I don't have to get ready. I love that commercial. If you could put that commercial in there, that would be our sponsor.
People ask, how do you get an edge over your opponents? I'm up before the alarm clock go off. The elements may change, but I don't. Rain, sleet, or snow, I'm putting in work. My fadeaway jump shot, the way I get back on transition D. My jab steps, everything has to be on point. Y'all already know about my footwork. My post game. My pivot. My shot fakes. Everything's superb. When people say, how can you do that wearing Chuck Taylors? They don't even got no ankle support. I tell you how. I live by one motto. I stay ready so I'll never have to get ready.
Creamy Biggums. But anyway,
stay ready so I don't have to
That
get
guy
ready.
would be an amazing sponsor to have.
But anyway, from like a statistical standpoint, Stephen Curry has more 3-pointers made than most baseball players get
To be
in
fair.
hits in career.
To be fair, he is pretty good.
Yeah,
To be fair.
he revolutionized the game.
Honestly,
Who changed the game?
Like imagine 12 years old, like just doing behind the back 3-pointers. This
Yeah, I
is
was
the
getting ready to
game
say,
of
back in the
era.
day when we played young time, did we ever
young-
dream
we
about
were
making
young.
it?
The young
Everybody tried to drive
timers.
the rim. Everybody tried to drive the rim.
I was getting ready to
Yeah,
say,
back then we used to drive
Anybody
to, the rim,
that-
to the paint, you know.
any of one of us tried to like make a career out of the 3-point line.
We wouldn't make it.
Well,
Larry Bird just
Still room for one, baby. Let's go.
that's 100%. Remember that.
remember that
Never lost.
Never
he has the
lost.
highest 3-point rating
Ever.
at the Boys and Girls Club. I'm just saying.
His jersey is in the Raptors as we speak. It's
in the
That is
Raptors.
cap, but thank you.
at the Elizabeth and Boys and Girls Club. His name,
That was funny, though.
undefeated, never
That
lost.
whole year was funny to me.
That was fun.
Dude, you could literally make a mythology story. You could like tell your kids like
It's a
you know,
30 for
I
30.
dropped.
We might just go back and play Rec League over here. Who knows?
What if I told you I made one
We were
3-pointer
probably
and one
on
to
face on the whole time.
There's some boys down there that can absolutely.
Yeah, they got some hoopers. I mean,
all of
because
us.
they played in high school and they can't let it go.
what you talking about, son? You talking about me? Huh? What? What?
Cole's talking about the fools who peak in high school.
Well, yeah, that's true. But I mean, technically, everybody
They
peaked in
couldn't get
high
a
school.
scholarship to play nowhere in college because they weren't like peak enough. But
Yeah.
they were top of their class and their
Yeah, they just
division or whatever.
yeah, they're just sitting on the bench. They just just chilling. I played varsity ball, but I was on the bench.
They make a noise when they're dribbling.
Yeah.
Well, did you know?
Brick every time.
Did you know there's actual science to it? If you like do like if it's
make a
science,
noise that actually goes farther.
it actually goes
I know.
farther.
So saying yeet will actually make something go
It
farther.
actually will make it
That's
go
just
farther.
science.
It's science. It's pure
Science!
Think about it. If you yell really loud, people will notice.
You might get a hernia off of it too, but that's a lower chance.
You get a hernia from yelling?
If you strain yourself
If you
too
strain too
long,
hard.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah!
I can imagine Colton's just like he's trying to make a full court pass. He's like, Coach, hold on. Oh,
Coach, my back.
Coach, hold on.
my
Back.
Just it looks like a U.
Oh,
It's like
Out here looking like the Miami logo.
it's just an X-ray. Like the doctor puts up the X-rays, like, son, I can't tell you this, but you have a U as a back. What did you do?
I'm diagnosing you as Miami University syndrome.
Miami syndrome. Miami syndrome. if your back is that
Let's
bad.
go Hurricanes, baby.
We call it the hurricane back syndrome, just to let you know.
Never lost.
But since we're here, we got to talk about video games because this
The Matrix, bro.
this season of video games
It's not
has.
really that good though, but yeah.
Well, I mean, the Unreal Engine it just recently came out, and it looks good. It looks good. It looks really good.
Are we just going to talk about this because
What?
Rockstar Games?
I am disappointed.
We're just going to talk about it. The new contract update.
What?
Lamar and Frank are back.
They're back.
Have you played it yet?
Listen, I haven't played it yet.
Okay, me neither. No, I just got it
Me
So we're
downloaded.
going to play it later today, probably, and we'll give our personal opinion on it. But
Yeah.
just judging from the cutscenes in the trailer and looking at some of the
A
stuff,
bunch of clowns.
This is. I mean,
Hong Kong.
what has Rockstar
Hong
done?
Kong.
They turned Lamar in from the street-going gangster
Right.
hoodlum that everyone loves
right?
into a narc.
Well,
He
not
is a narc
really.
now.
He's a music producer. That's the whole
I
thing
know,
now,
but what happened to the Lamar side of Lamar, bro?
bro. Let me tell you something.
He's
Well,
not Lamar anymore. He is Ladale.
Here, let me break it down in one sentence that really tells you where we're going at. You know that part where he says knock knock.
Yes.
All right. Well,
That was one of the things that I'm talking about.
yeah. And editor, if you can put the scene of the new one, that
The new
really
one.
tells the story.
Knock my politically incorrect racial epithets.
Don't put the old one. We'll get it.
He
I
was
mean, you
just
can.
like-
I mean, if you want to,
Here's the
but
Lamar
please.
I know. Loudmouth, don't care about what anybody says what's on his mind.
Right.
Absolutely funny dude, don't care what he does.
Lamar goaded. GTA 5 Lamar
That
is
is
goaded.
goated Lamar, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know better than
You
that.
can't go wrong
This
with Lamar.
Lamar is tamed for some reason.
Well, here's the thing.
Why is he tamed all of a sudden?
Well, think about it. When GTA 5 came out in 2012, 2011, was it
2013.
2013? 2013.
And I'm going to tell you this right now. He has been that way on online since
Day
2013. Since online came
Till
out.
this day.
He has been
Till
the
this
same
day.
until this point.
Exactly. But here's the thing: you got to understand, the character development. That's what they call it, character development.
I wouldn't
Because
call
think
it-
about it.
I wouldn't call it a development. I call it a downgrade.
Because think
I
about it.
would
Franklin, he's got the good in him. He's making money, making music, right? He's with Dr. Dre. He's doing good
He
things.
was literally in the story. He would not quit whining about how bad his life was. His opportunity.
And guess what? He's got kids.
In the
He's got
online
money.
In
He's
the
got
online-
everything.
In the online universe, he has kids? Question mark.
He has kids.
Where are his kids? I did not
Confirmed
see
he
his
has kids. If you go to his mansion, you'll see like a little playhouse.
Okay.
There's kids.
Unless that's just
If
for
he has
chop.
kids, is he married?
Yes, he's married.
Did he get back together with that girl from the story you think?
I don't think.
I doubt it.
Well, we'll
I
probably
don't
find
recall.
out.
We'll
yeah,
find
we
out.
probably will when we play the missions. But
Yeah.
And third, he does talk about Trevor, and he does talk about
Michael.
Michael. And
we don't speak that name here.
What's wrong with Michael?
Well, here's the thing. Michael is on a touchy subject right now
What?
because if you remember the story correctly,
Spoilers.
somebody tried to kill somebody after they found out somebody got killed and put in his place in front of the other one.
Spoilers.
Big spoilers.
If you haven't played the game since 2013, bite me. Anyways,
Editor, do what you need. But anyway, but like for real, like this update for me. But okay, you know what? Rockstar recently has not been a good company, in my opinion.
remastering your original 3 games that were the building.
Those were the goated 3, and you somehow mess it up for everybody.
What did people say they wanted?
They wanted the trilogy.
GTA 6.
They want 6.
They want 6. Right now, we've waited 7 years for this. 8 years now.
It's going to be 8. Yeah.
We're gonna.
We're going on 8 years now. Why?
But here's the thing too. I mean, they did this with Red Dead. It took them like 7 to 8 years to make that game as
But
well.
they're consistently pumping out GTAs. Are they now going to start?
Yeah, but they, I mean,
consistently pumping
when
out
Rockstar was
Red Deads?
making,
I wouldn't actually
but-
mind them
but the
consistently
bad-
pumping out some Red Dead games.
But the bad news
really
is,
wouldn't.
when they were making GTA 4 and then when they made GTA 5, GTA 5 is now their moneymaker. They basically get $1 billion every time somebody's on GTA Online.
I don't know why, but as soon as it blew up, everything changed.
Everything changed.
Rockstar was a struggling, quote unquote, struggling company, even though they were very
Nah,
successful.
I wouldn't say they.
I don't believe
they, that's what people are saying because
struggling you can't really say
struggling.
Because of course, controversially they were struggling. I mean, every time they open up a game, it's
a game in a trilogy of Liberty City,
right?
And you know what?
GTA 3.
They just had to bring back half of those characters.
Right.
They killed the first one in the story.
Right.
Dumpster fires.
Dumpster fire.
Or Johnny.
Or Johnny.
Boom. That's it.
And then Tony's back, and then
exactly they. Here's the thing. What my problem is.
That was the worst thing they could have done is bring Tony back. Why Tony?
Why?
I mean, they gotta connect it some. Well, even though they don't really say the universes are connected, but they have the same. Some of the characters come back.
Here's my thing. Rockstar didn't really promote Red Dead 2
that much
until it came out.
Right.
Well, until it almost came out.
Well, here's the thing. I think it was just.
They have been.
Like it or not, I think it was just a diversion.
I don't think it's the.
They have been honest.
Think about how much they could have done with it.
They have been flirting with the idea
how
of
much they
GTA
did with
6.
GTA 5, and then they come out with Red Dead 2. There is nothing there.
Red Dead, online, the online version of it, the story and stuff like that, fantastic.
I love the story, but
graphics,
also want online to
gameplay,
be
fantastic.
good.
But
what happens when you're done with the story? You can't just play the story over and over. And
Honestly,
you could.
But it'll just get old.
If the story's good enough where you can replay it one more time.
Okay. Now you say that, but I'm hypocritical, and I played the story like 5 times.
Exactly.
But here's the thing: I also like to play online with my friends.
Right. That's the whole. That's the thing.
If they could have made,
They need to redo the whole thing.
In online, a story of some sort.
Right. Well, they kind of did that first few.
Well, yeah, but it was just like 5.
That was short.
Yeah, it was
real
short. But that's the problem. That's the problem about GTA. Like, what they're doing is they're pumping so much into GTA 5 because that's their cash cow, and they're going to beat it to death until they can't run it.
They need to take a break from it.
Well, they did.
They need to take a break from it.
Pump some more into Red Dead. Pump some more into your remastered games, quote unquote. Give them some actual more features.
Well, here's the problem. What they did, the main group of Rockstar North that usually does GTA and stuff like that, they didn't do the remaster. They pumped it to the guys that did the mobile games and the 360 remaster.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
that is why it's so bad.
Yeah, and
Rockstar, what the heck?
Here's what else. What they did. That same company.
Well, here's the thing. They have started on GTA 6. They have had to restart the project 6 times.
6 times.
6. And they're probably already done it 8 times by now.
And here's the thing too about the company, the other. I'm trying to remember what company it's called, but it's the team that made the remastered version. All they did, the little upscaling program. Yeah. They used that.
That's all they did.
That's all they did. Everything else from gameplay and anything like that, they just kept it from the port.
They would just keep all the Easter eggs and the glitches.
That would have been
sadly they did. They made more glitches at that point.
Yeah, and they're not even good glitches. They're just not fun.
Unplayable.
Yeah, it's truly a tragedy.
I'm going to say Rockstar just needs to go ahead and can the idea of GTA 6.
Well,
because honestly, it's not working out.
The problem is they lost the trust of the fans.
Listen,
they lost the trust of everybody.
I think they could bang out a really good game.
I
think they need to pump it out sooner rather than later.
And the problem is,
you have had 8 years to make this game.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the whole thing about
there ain't no excuses right now.
The whole problem is Rockstar is just cashing in on one thing, and that's it.
Here's what they can do: announce when you get an idea together.
Right.
Okay? Announce that it's actually happening, and we'll give you 5 years.
Well,
I'm not going to give you 5 years.
I wouldn't give you 5 years personally. I'd give you 1.
Well,
screwed us.
The way that if you do it like that, it's going to be like Madden, and they're just going to pump just random generic games, and that's just going to make it worse.
Here's the problem: they've had 8 years. Madden is every year. At least they pump something out. Every year.
But it's just half baked. They just don't. They don't fill the game out.
But give them about 3 years, I guess.
Three. I would say 4
years. To get a starter out.
If I have my diploma and they don't even have an idea together, I'm giving up on the idea. I'm
And the
just not
biggest
even going
problem,
for it.
and the worst problem that for Rockstar, since they're taking such a long time, a new console has just dropped last year.
So they have to work that into that now.
They have to build that engine. Well, they have to build the game through that engine too.
I'll tell you.
It's rough.
I'll tell you a company that needs to take a break.
Ubisoft.
Activision.
Well, yeah,
Ubisoft probably does too,
shoot.
but Activision especially. The Call of Duty games are just...
Oh, God, yeah.
Call of
they're
Duty,
so bad now.
it's bad. I mean, it's rough. I mean,
Ever since
I would say
14, 15,
Yeah.
it's just gone down.
since like the new, like when the Xbox One and the PS4
Like
came out,
Modern
it really
Warfare
didn't
Remastered
work.
was good until
Right.
you added all the goofy stuff.
Right. I mean, sure, they made a lot
The
of
worst
money
thing
off
that
of it.
Activision could have done is add Warzone.
Right. Well, it's
That
their
was-
cash cow. That's what
It's a
they're
cash
making
cow,
now.
but why?
That's the
Why?
trend. That's the trend.
I hate trends, dude.
It makes money for them. That's the whole thing about.
Trends ruin everything.
That's the thing about gaming
They
companies.
got to make
now.
money somehow.
Yeah, that's the
it.
thing about how
But
they're making.
Fortnite literally screwed everybody.
Fortnite.
Because everybody's trying to make a battle royale game and they're all terrible.
Well,
I mean,
some-
Fortnite changed video games history. I mean,
Yeah,
this
I
is,
mean-
this is facts.
So why Fortnite? Why?
It was great for the time.
It was great for
And
about
then
3
they
years.
just keep rebuilding and
It was all good
rebuilding.
for 1 year for us.
Like 2017 was like a good year. Like everybody was playing it, and then it just dropped off. And then they make a new season, and people come back, and then now they're adding Marvel and DC
And then
characters
they
and
add
all
all
that
this
stuff.
other stuff about rewards and Twitch streamers. All
Exactly.
This other stuff. Ninja going with Drake for some freaking
Yeah,
reason.
that's the whole thing. And then they have like concerts. They had Travis Scott do a concert.
Well, we see
in
how-
Boston.
We won't say that name for purposes we might get.
For legal purposes,
Yeah,
we can't say that
we might
name.
get sued for that.
We'll name him Cactus Jack if you know what I'm
Cactus
saying.
Jack.
Not. I'm still bad at it.
But yeah,
But yeah, it's really disappointing.
I don't know. I have a strong opinion about video games, and I know people
It-
usually don't care about my opinion, but
I mean,
you gotta think.
your opinions are honest. I mean,
You're doing it for a living.
Yeah.
Do it right.
do it well. But the problem is these companies are like, well, we need more microtransactions. We need to pump as much money as we can.
Listen, you're a multi-billion-dollar company. Why more money? Why?
Because
you have
of business.
investments. You have this. You have that.
That's how businesses work. They
I
get
know,
bigger and bigger.
but
Think of Take-Two.
This
Take
has killed everything. Money has killed everything.
I'll give you an.
What happened to making video games to make a good video game?
Well, they're
When
still
have you seen that in the past 5 years?
in like these little small projects, like
I
in
know.
God of
Steam
War.
and stuff
But
like
they're-
that.
But you can't do it without money. That's the problem.
Well, you
can't
technically
do it.
can. I mean, think about it.
You
People
can't make
have
a
done
very well polished.
well.
product.
It really just depends on who you are, because like it really just matters if like think about it. Some of the greatest games have mods in them, and those dudes do it for free.
Yeah.
They do it in their own time and their
Honestly,
own money.
If you play video games in this time,
It
that-
sucks.
just play on PC.
I mean,
Yeah, you'll
There's
have a
no
better
way to
time.
Play now.
yeah, I mean
Like,
mods
we
do
play on
make it better.
console, and it's a dumpster fire every time I play.
And the biggest problem is like, well, of course, PC parts and stuff like that. I mean, that's
Well,
usually that's
it's so
that first,
expensive.
that's the first barrier.
Inflation has really killed us.
Yeah, that's the first barrier. The second barrier is understanding how to do these mods and stuff like that.
That's nothing a quick YouTube
Yeah.
tutorial.
I
can
mean,
fix.
but you got to understand, it really comes down to how much money you got and how much are you willing to, spend. Because you know these new, bigger, better graphics on the PC. If you got like a
You
little
gotta
like,
have a good system to
Yeah.
run anymore. You can't just have cheap garbage anymore.
that's just how it works nowadays.
I mean, you could try. I don't know how well it'll
Right.
work for you.
It's gonna be looking like a SNES game, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna work. But yeah, like it's really disappointing. I mean,
Bottom line is, Rockstar, you need to get your crap together.
yeah, Rockstar.
Before I kick out all of you in the teeth.
It's really sad because Rockstar always been for the people. They always had a good
People have
relationship.
really always thought of them as the people's champ of the video
Yeah,
games.
and then when GTA 5 came out, everything fell. Everything, every trust, everything that they were building for a long time left.
like the trust is gone.
Yeah, the trust is gone.
We
at
have
this
no
point.
trust.
There's zero trust now.
Like it's hard to trust a gaming company now these days, especially a big one. You can't trust them all.
Just don't trust any of them.
We got hype for Battlefield 2042.
That sucked.
It was a dumpster fire.
Yeah,
I bought the game.
it's sad.
I was actually excited to buy it early.
Exactly.
I played it. Terrible.
It's sad. We're in a sad era because like all it comes down to.
Who made Battlefield 2042?
EA.
EA games. They'll find some way to it up.
I mean it.
Is that enough for you?
It's not surprising. It really ain't at this point.
I'm just saying, EA, if you mess up NCAA 22,
They will.
We are gonna have a big problem.
They will because here's the thing.
I know they will, but if you mess it up to the point of where you can't even continue it next year,
Well,
we're gonna have a problem.
here's the thing that just recently popped up. They're using the same engine from Madden to do NCAA football. They really just put that out and said, yeah, we're just
make
gonna.
it a different game, bro.
They don't.
Oh my god, I actually like NCAA better than Madden
Exactly.
when it comes to play style.
When it comes to play style, feel, environment, that's where you get NCAA.
Well,
But now,
they just ruined it.
Well, we're screwed, boys.
and that's the whole thing. Like you just really can't trust games anymore. Like you can't really trust game companies that much. Well, I mean, you can't really trust anybody, but DTA. So, but yeah, it's a terrible time in America.
Terrible time.
But since we're talking about America,
Oh, here we go.
the Cars cinematic universe. I don't know why, but just something popped up to my mind to talk about Cars today. The movie Cars.
Like the movie?
Yeah,
Okay.
the trilogy Cars.
I'll buy it.
So,
yeah, I'm taking the bait.
So we know that the Cars is a parallel universe, right?
Yeah.
So we know a parallel universe, where everything.
To this?
Yeah, to our universe.
Huh, alright.
Because think about it.
I'll buy it. Just go.
There's a car pope, so we know there's religions in the world.
And by the way, I had to argue with this man for 4 years to make him understand that Dale Earnhardt Sr. was not Chick Hicks.
There are some.
He is not.
There are some attitudes with his driving style.
His driving style is not the same. Dale didn't do it just to be a douchebag. He did it for a reason.
Well,
Take a look at that
universe-
mustache. You can't tell me that wasn't.
That is a Buick. Chick Hicks is a Buick. Dale was a Chevrolet. Okay.
You think Disney was really sitting down and thinking about what car company they were going to use? They just used the car but looked like Dale Sr. If you can't tell me otherwise.
She is a Porsche. The lady is a Porsche.
She does have a trans stamp. So there are strip clubs.
You have a Model T. You have a Jeep. You have a dadgum Dodge Challenger. What makes you think that a Buick is going to be Dale Sr.?
Well,
I literally argued with you guys on this for 3 years, and you're starting to argue with me again. I am right.
You may be right.
I may be right. I am right.
You want to settle it right now?
But here's the thing.
Look it up. Just ask
No,
it.
I don't think
Look it
Google
up.
can answer that.
Look it up.
Google is
No,
not right.
I don't care.
They will agree with you because
We're gonna take an Instagram poll. of
Okay.
this.
Okay. Heavy in the script is Chick Hicks, whose character design is reminiscent of the Intimidator of Dale Earnhardt.
What are you talking about?
Wait a minute. Specifically looks like the Earnhardt 1979 Pontiac Ventura with the green and blue Wrangler livery. If you know this, you would have spun the Foxworth meter off the spindle.
All right, hold on.
So
Let me show you.
So this
I
is,
am going to show you because I know what Dale
But
has driven
also,
throughout his career.
but also it does.
that looks nothing.
But also here's
nothing like his '79 Monte
But
Carlo.
okay,
Nothing.
But also there's another.
And
There's,
Chick is based off an '87 model Buick.
let me say something real quick. But also,
I'm gonna find
okay, the
somebody
Chick
right
Hicks. It does include this part as well. It's also based on the 1987 Buick Grand National race car. All right, there we go.
Okay, all right.
So there are two different
Dale was not
answers.
a
All right, now, hold on.
douchebag. Okay, hashtag Dale was
But
not
here's
douchebag.
a good theory. Here's a good theory to think about. Why wasn't Dale Jr. driving? Because that's something about that theory really gets me all my gears right now.
Because Dale Sr.'s probably dead in this universe too.
That's why it's a parallel universe. Because this one veers off. Well, this one veers off where Dale Jr. keeps on driving. their universe, he decides to stop. So
We're gonna
does
let-
Jeff Gordon.
We are going to let the people decide. Okay?
Let the
If
people.
the people
gonna
have
let the-
sense, they will listen to me.
No, they're gonna decide. All right.
We're gonna decide.
Anybody? I'm calling everybody who's seen. Shut up. I'm calling everybody who's seen the movie Cars.
If you have any relationship with the Cars universe,
We're going to put it on Instagram story.
Today,
You're gonna
we're
hate
going to
it.
do it.
today.
You're not
It's-
going to hear it, but it's going to be done by the time you listen to this.
Is Chick Hicks at least somewhat a reminiscence of Dale Earnhardt Sr.? Comment down below or see our Instagram.
Literally a green car with stickers all over.
Who do you think it is?
Talks.
No. Who do you think it
Talks.
is? Who do you think it is?
Okay. A mixture of Daryl Waltrip.
No, Daryl Waltrip's in
No,
the.
I'm not done yet.
Okay, go ahead.
And Tim Richmond.
But here's the thing: Daryl Waltrip is in the
I
stands.
know, but he's got the loud mouth on him.
Well, yeah, that's the whole thing.
Daryl ain't run his mouth, bro.
The thing about Chick Hicks, his character's personality is just being a douche. That's the whole thing. That's why he's talking that much. But his driving style
Dale.
is the intimidating.
Dale is not a douche.
Dale is not a douche, but Chick Hicks is. There's a difference in that.
It's a parallel
We can-
Alright, let me
universe.
tell you about Dale's driving style, okay? Because I've seen it enough to know. Chick Hicks just, oh, you're kind of upsetting me right now. Now, here's Dale.
I'm gonna push you out the way here.
I'm gonna push you,
Alright. Now
But-
get out my way.
but literally. Okay, let me explain this. All right. But literally, Cars is the exaggeration of real life characters. The King is
The definition of a parallel universe
King
is
is
just two
Richard
totally
Petty.
different
Dale is
stuff
dead.
that is combining
I don't
into
care
one.
what you say.
Dale's
Dale's dead in
dead.
that universe, and Junior is still alive, and he
Okay,
retired.
all right.
Dale is
no.
dead. There was a car hit. There was a
Class
World War.
dismissed. We're letting the people decide.
They dropped
By the
nukes.
way, Daryl is more of a 79 Monte Carlo than Chick Hicks would ever be.
Okay,
Well,
if the
yeah.
people decide that we're right, then you got to shut up about it. If the people decide you're right, we'll shut up about
You
it.
know they're going to agree with you.
We're gonna make a better
You know
bet.
why?
Why?
Because nobody likes me.
We're gonna make a better bet.
Alright, if you win it, you know it's bullshit.
No, it's not.
We're gonna make. Here's the bet: if whoever wins or whoever loses has to wear a fake mustache for the entire semester. Like a fake
semester?
Yes.
No.
What?
Day.
You gotta make the bet.
No, I ain't doing that for a bet.
Oh, y'all
Because
just a
for
bunch
one,
of
the mustache-
wussies.
Because for one, the mustache will definitely go bad at some point.
Well, that's why you gotta wear it right. So y'all don't know how to wear mustaches, all right? But anyway,
Whatever.
we'll forget
figure
about
it
the
We'll let the people.
We'll figure something out.
But-
Whoever loses on this.
But let's get a little bit deeper about the Cars universe. If we're thinking about this in the parallel universe, we have to know that there were nukes that were dropped and 9/11 happened.
I like how you have to know this stuff first.
Well, we have to be fair about this because they have a TSA.
We'll talk to the general. Talk to the General Willis.
Well, yeah, he was in the war. He was in the war.
Did he talk about World War II, sir? Only once, sir. Good, then he wasn't lying.
He wasn't lying about the war. And also, we got to think about this too. Since there is a hippie car as well, right?
Vietnam.
That's what's his name.
Vietnam, JFK got shot on the grassy. There was a car.
I'm pretty sure the hippies came after JFK was shot.
Well, yeah, but there's a car.
in between because it was late 60s.
But yeah, early 6s, but the timeline's still there. The timeline is still there. But here's the whole thing about it. Like, I don't know why, but every time I look up more car stuff, I keep going back to it. Because there's something like Cars 3.
He's literally going to make a thesis on this, explaining the car.
Holy crap! If you make your entire thesis about this,
Let's go a little bit further, Shelly. Cars 3. Good old Lightning McQueen goes back to North Carolina, right? So that they're
Okay, here's where it gets interesting.
bootlegging.
We
We
bootleg.
got good old Wendell Scott back in the mix here.
We got them back. That's all.
We got bootlegging back. They got
Who else? And we
moonshine.
have, technically, we have Junior Johnson.
Junior Johnson.
Who else?
It was like
Did
3.
we have Ralph too?
I think
Ralph
Ralph was.
Earnhardt too?
I don't know if it's
Smokey. We had Smokey Unique in there.
Smokey Unique.
Oh my god, dude, that dude is an engineering genius back in the
There
day.
are so many. Cars 3 is a love letter. Cars 3 is a love letter.
Honestly, it is.
Yeah, like historically, Cars 3 is that love letter that should have been
Editor,
Cars
for the
2.
people who don't know who the people that Colton just said are, just put a
Editor,
picture.
you know what to do.
You know
Just put up pictures of them and show their cars that they
Exactly. That is history right there.
raced. By the way, Wendell Scott much better than Bubba Wallace. Just saying.
That's
wow.
probably true.
Well, in all honesty, Bobby Wallace
probably
is not
true.
a champion, so we can say that he's not that good. But seriously, I don't know why.
I might get some heat for that.
I will get some heat for that. I know it.
But in all honesty, I don't know why I keep going back to Cars for some reason. It just there's something about
Before all of our blood pressure gets up.
Also,
My blood pressure's already up.
So we need to probably move on. But before our blood pressure.
well, there's one more thing.
Okay.
Right, finish it off.
There are car celebrities because Arnold in the first there is an Arnold Schwarzenegger
There
car.
is an Arnold car, yes.
So there were action movies in the movie.
Why?
So the Avengers.
Why don't they put a Tom Cruise car in there?
I think they were going to do that in Cars. Well, Cars 2 was the spy movie, which nobody wanted.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not
that was-
talking about spy movie cars. I'm talking about Tom Cruise, Days of Thunder type deal.
They could've-
Trickle as an Illumina at.
They could have. They could
That
have.
would be pretty cool. I think that would be pretty
They could have done
Probably
that.
half of Disney's people didn't know what Days of Thunder is.
Well, the
cool. I
Cars.
don't know anything.
Yeah,
Number one.
sadly, the producers of Cars, they kind of somewhat know, but they don't really fully know the full story. Like they don't try to
You
go
gotta
for all
get a
of
NASCAR
it.
historian to tell
Exactly.
you all about it. But
It's like watching I don't know, like a World War II documentary, and it's some guy from like in his 40s that talks about Civil War all the time. There's no connect there. There's not. But yeah, the Cars.
But yeah, Cars.
we're done with cars.
All right. So we got 40 minutes. We've
have time
been
for one
talking
more.
for 40. All
We
right.
got one more topic, I guess.
Y'all got any ideas?
Are we out? Are we out of topics?
Technically, I mean, we can talk about
What y'all getting for Christmas?
How would I know?
a Christmas wish list.
What do y'all want to get for Christmas?
All I want is
Hippopotamus.
all I want is my 2 front teeth. That's all I want.
Money.
Yeah.
Money bags.
Would help.
If I can get
Money would just be the easiest thing. Just
if you give me like $500, I'll be okay. I think I can live.
that would literally make my entire Christmas.
Exactly, because you know how much you can get for $500.
You know how many Big Macs you can buy for $500?
Why would you go automatically to Big Macs?
I don't know. I think it's just funny.
Well, since we're here, I'm
We
gonna.
gotta buy Big Macs. You gotta have Big Macs.
You
gotta
gotta have.
Let's see here. I'm looking up how many Big Macs would you get for $500? Let's see.
Well, probably not nearly as much
I'm going to
now,
guess-
but back in the day,
Oh,
probably a lot.
they're-
Yeah, because
50 cents back in the
then,
day.
inflation, you get like a Big Mac for like 10 cents or something like that.
No, I mean like 2 or 3 years ago.
Well, it's on the dollar menu if it's 2 or 3 years ago. So pay $1. So if you're getting 500 Big Macs,
You get 500 Big Macs for $1. For $500.
Not now, but then.
500 Big Macs for $1. I wonder when that would have happened.
Well, we don't have it for $100. Well, we don't have it for
$100.
$500.
We could just do the math.
Yeah. So let's see here. We can get. Let's see here. I'm dying. All right, you can get 38 Big Macs in Russia.
38 Big Macs, okay.
41 Big Macs in Egypt.
Okay.
Let's see here about the United States. And then you can get 84 Majahara Macs.
What?
That's in India?
Yeah, in
Is
India.
that halal or is that?
Is that
No,
halal?
I'm very
this is
wrong.
not
different
halal.
religions, different religions.
Okay.
This is
I'm sorry to-
McDonald's.
I'm sorry to offend people, but that actually there is. It's Saudi Arabia.
Well, yeah, any
Saudi
Middle East,
Arabia-
any country that has
Anyways, they
Muslim
have like a
has it.
whole section of where they do halal and not halal
Yeah.
food.
So like anything that's like pork or anything like that, that's haram.
Yeah.
You can't eat that.
You can't eat that.
But halal, a Big Mac could be a halal. A Big Mac can definitely be a halal because like I mean it's just beef, But
It's just beef.
But like the sauce or maybe like the onions or something like that, you might have to take off. It really, I don't know.
I don't know their dietary habits, and I'm sorry, but I'm not going to get into it today.
We're not going to do it.
We're not going there today.
We love you guys if you listen to us, but we can't get into your dietaries. We're just three fat Americans.
Also, we are sponsored by Crispy Critters.
Right, you need to stop that. One of these companies might go.
Crispy Critters?
S'mores Grams. Y'all remember the S'mores cereal?
Bro.
Oh, they gone out of business?
I think so.
Like a while ago, yeah.
Yeah, the S'mores Grams or the S'mores Crunch, as they used to be called.
All right, I gotta say it here since we're in winter time. Who here likes s'mores?
Yeah, I mean,
everybody here likes
yes,
s'mores,
respectfully,
right?
yes.
What is that whole deal about making? And the reason I say this is because they made s'more versions of this, but hot chocolate bombs.
Oh, okay.
What is it? I haven't seen it.
Okay,
So what it?
So
yeah, go ahead.
think about a bath bomb, but it's chocolate and hot chocolate.
You still use it in the bath? Or?
No,
Just drop it in there. Chocolate.
The preferred method apparently is put it in a hot glass of chocolate.
A hot glass of
milk.
Yeah, milk.
Yeah, okay.
And you just drop it
Hot
in.
milk.
It's one of them trending things where it looks pretty on TikTok
It
and
does
stuff
look
like
pretty
that.
cool on
No, but
TikTok,
when we do it's just not
probably
good.
not going to be that great because all that chocolate's going to melt. It's going to be a problem.
Yeah, it's going to be on the
solid.
top, and you got to stir it
Yeah.
down. I mean, it looks cool though.
But
I mean,
seeing a s'mores hot chocolate bomb was the weirdest thing I've ever seen because you got bits of graham cracker in there.
just a little. That's very.
Graham cracker.
Why does my chocolate taste crunchy?
But anyways, that's all I got.
I think we can leave it there.
Yeah.
Christmas? We're going to talk about Christmas episode? Or
There will be a
There
Christmas.
will be a Christmas episode.
There will be a Christmas episode soon. So.
Hot diggity dog. We're doing a
But
Christmas episode.
but look out for this one.
Spit it out there.
But thank y'all once again for listening to us just discuss things. I think that's the best way to put it. But thank y'all. Like, comment, share, or well, you can't really
Make sure to do the Instagram poll, please.
Yeah, do as you
We
wish.
need to shut this man up right now.
I'll fight y'all. I don't care if I get my butt kicked. I'll fight both y'all.
But yeah, just do what you need to do. And if you like or dislike, we can't really. Well, we actually can
If you
see the
know anything
dislikes.
about automotive motorsports history, then you will agree with me. Just saying.
Yeah, that would be the few
If
in the
not, you're
crowd.
simply
The Marines. But thank y'all once again, and we hope that you're all having a wonderful evening, morning, or afternoon, or wherever you're from, and we'll see you on the next round.
Goodbye.
Bing bang.
Bing bang, bing.
Bubble me, bubble you, bubble gum soda is new.
It's so cool.
Bubble gum soda, bubble gum soda. They got the bubbles, they got the smiles, they got the taste that's gonna drive you wild.